Hi, how's everyone doing? I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning and hello if you are new. I hope everyone's cozy and warm tonight because it's snowing like the devil by me. We've got Gemini today. Death splits the difference reading, but we're going to do the astrology first. Gemini, you're involved in a grand trine in the air signs today between Jupiter retrograde at 14 degrees Gemini, Lilith 19 degrees Libra, and Venus 15 degrees Aquarius. So, this is open, flowing, easy communication energy. This is idea exchanges and easy understanding. But the other side of Grand Trine energy is that sometimes things flow so effortlessly that you might take it for granted. Something that may be crystal clear to you might not be so crystal clear to others, and you might find yourself impatient with people who don't who aren't in the same open conduit that you are. This can be frustrating for you, Gemini. You think so quickly, anyways, and you might be wondering why others aren't seeing the same obvious truth. And you might even neglect to check with people about things because it doesn't occur to you that others aren't as perceptive as you are right now. There's a glaring truth or unmistakable evidence or clear progression of behavior, and you can process what you're seeing and intuit their intentions and motives. But when you try to warn others, you're met with glazed over eyes and a chorus of "nuh-uh," or "you don't know that," or "you can't be sure," or "nah, there's no evidence of that." It's time to put your hair in a ponytail so you don't pull it out, and put your hands in your pockets so you don't throw them around. We also have Jupiter square to Saturn in Pisces, and this is trying to function in logic and ignoring the inner psychic connection. It's easy to ignore though, with air energy so loud and empathic. Intuitive water energy, I'm sorry. It's easy to ignore with air energy so loud and the empathic, intuitive water energy hitting a roadblock right now with that square. Now, Lilith, the empowered feminine, who is one corner of the Grand Trine, is still in opposition with Chiron in Aries. So this may manifest in hurt egos when attempts to bring a little equity and redistribution of power dynamics meets with resistance. Lastly, your ruler Mercury is lollygagging in Sagittarius. While Sagittarius ruler Jupiter is in your sign, probably searching inappropriate things on your computer in between song lyrics and knot tying techniques and how to care for some weird animal that followed him home and is now sleeping in your bookcase. This is jovial, charming energy. So kick back, put on some good music and an interesting documentary or podcast, and allow your mind to wander. Have interesting, expansive conversation, and maybe drunk order some Chinese food. And if you find yourself fed up with other people's stupidity, at least maybe you have your pets to snuggle with and listen. So we're going to go to the Death Splits the Difference reading for you. In this spread, I search through the decks and find the Death card, and I pull the one behind it and the one in front of it. And the one behind it is what you're putting an end to, or what the universe is putting an end to. And the one in front of it is where you're going to be proceeding to after the death or ending of this particular thing, okay? So from the First Light Tarot, when I searched for death, before it you've got the Tower, and after it you got the Wheel of Fortune. So you've got the Tower and the Four of Wands in reverse. Gemini, what did you do? What did you do? Is this a result of that misunderstanding and miscommunication? There maybe was arguing here. Something was ended. Not only do we have the death card showing an ending, you got the tower card showing that something is being demolished, something is coming down, something's being restructured. Um, I heard rebuilt from the bottom up, but not before it's just gutted. Okay? Now, tower energy, death energy, devil energy, it's all very scary concepts. But the key with the tower and death is that it's liberation. You're being liberated from something, as painful as it might be. Okay, whatever it was wasn't working. There could also have been some toxicity there. I will get some clarifiers when we get past the first step. On top of that, we've got the Four of Wands reversed. Now, what is the Four of Wands but a happy, the foundation to a happy possible future, right? It's not a home proper, it's just the four corners of it. It represents the pillars of the archway where people get married. Um, there was a commitment made, but here in reverse, this is an uprooting kind of, nomadic kind of feeling. It's disharmony in the home, uprootedness, if that's a word, vagabonding. Vagabond. That means wandering. That's very Sagittarius energy. But there's also fear of commitment here. What does this have to do with you, Gemini? Fear of commitment. Was there some in the collective who were just about to make a bond with somebody else, some kind of commitment, something that they thought was going to be a prosperous future, and then it all blew up? Well, it's before the death card, so this is what may be being put to an end. So in front of the death card, the progression after the clearing, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is spinning, fate, change, and fortune. So unlike unlike the world, where if the world comes up, that means it's the end of the cycle and you get whatever reward is appropriate to you. This is the Wheel of Fortune, meaning something is still turning, something's still working. There's still ups and downs coming. Okay. Um, you can't change it. This is all major arcana. So this is all very large divine energy, 5D energy, universal energy. Um, when the wheel comes up, it often tells me that this is changes that you just need to hang on and ride it out, because the wheel will correct itself in the future. Okay? It's a cycle. Once you're up, you can be down. Where you're down, you can be up. Okay? Um, on top of that, you got the King of Cups, excuse me. I love the King of Cups because this is Pisces energy. I didn't check what's going on in Pisces. Oh, wait. What did I say? Saturn's in Pisces right now? Okay. That is closing off, definitely, of emotional uh, availability. Okay. So, what I feel happened here is that this could perhaps be see, I don't want to say it was a happy home, because you don't have the Ten of Pentacles here. It's not the Ten of Pentacles. It's not the Ten of Cups. It's the Four. It was the possibility of a happy. There was commitment, and there was the beginning stages of planning for a future. So, but that's what kind of fell apart. And now you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is just like, I heard time marches on, but I also heard oh, it's hard to describe. Some of you may feel like this happened outside of your control, and now you're in King of Cups energy, which is very um he's the master of his emotions, not their servant. That's the key to the King of Cups. He loves deeply, he feels deeply, but he doesn't allow that to rule him. That's Pisces is the very last sign before we start over in Aries again. And to me, Pisces energy represents being so um, connected to the divine and to your higher self that you almost, you're on a psychic level with it. No, the King of Cups, he's balanced, he's concerned, he's devoted and generous and charitable. You are still all these things. You're kind, intuitive, and emotionally stable, but you keep it all inside. Or this could be someone in your future. Let me switch to that energy. So if this Four of Wands was torn down, in the future, with the wheel turning, fate is bringing in a King of Cups. Okay? I don't care if this is a masculine or feminine, gender ain't shit. Okay? This could be a woman in King energy. Okay? Charitable, generous, devoted. They're so in tune with people's energy and vibration that they can intuit people's needs before they voice them. I had a couple Pisces feminines in my life, and they were some of the most generous and helpful energies that I could possibly have. And I had one of them at one of the lowest points of my life, and there was never a moment where she didn't anticipate what I would need. So she would offer it before I even had a chance to ask. And that's one of the things with Pisces, is that she knew what my needs were going to be even before I could articulate what I would need from her. So that she was offering to help with things that I didn't even think I would need to do. And so she was like 3 steps ahead of the game, ready to help get things going, and just such a calming energy. The men of Pisces, this might be controversial, but the few Pisces men that I've known, if they grow up with some kind of spiritual structure, they become the most wonderful men. But if they don't, those watery depths that they swim can become very, they can fall to illusion very quickly if they don't have a spiritual structure base. I know that sounds really controversial. I've never heard any other readers bring it up, but in my observation of the the Pisces, and it's been like I've known half a dozen of them, in my experience with the masculines, if they don't have a strong spiritual foundation, they falter. Okay, they're prone to, I don't know how to explain it. They're prone to delusions and nightmares, and the fantasies can become paranoia. I mean, it's the negative side of that psychic energy. There's the intuition, and there's the being able to anticipate people's needs, but then there's also that dark side too. So be wary of that. Now, that's just a description of Pisces energy. Whatever the Wheel of Fortune is bringing in the future, he is going to be, he or she, I say he because it is a king energy, a very now it's in the upright, so this is all the good qualities. If it was in the reverse, then I would be worried about getting some paranoid person that's gonna stalk you or whatever, but I don't get that. In the upright, it's somebody who is very, very open, very calming. I noticed with Pisces energy, unless they have some weird affliction in their chart. Um, there's the, think of the fish, the koi fish, the swimmers. They're just swimming in their water, very calm unless it's agitated, right? So you might meet someone in the future who is a very calming Pisces energy, sun, moon, rising, somewhere in their chart. That's very important. I forgot to do my spiel. I'll do that before I draw the next cards. I just got right into it and I totally forgot. So yeah, it could be any placement of Pisces. We've got Scorpio energy here. What's a tower? I think the tower is even Scorpio. We have Scorpio twice. Death and the tower. Four of Wands was giving me Sagittarius energy. But as a 4, I would give it to Leo. So we're just make it any of the fire signs, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Wheel of Fortune has all the fixed signs on it. So that's Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo. And then King of Cups is Pisces. So those may be prominent signs that are in the works here. So we're gonna draw from the Rider-Waite deck for some clarity. Remember, not all messages will resonate for every person, so leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time. You are all at different points in your timeline. Like I say, I can read the script, but I can't tell you which character you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage, whether you're involved or an observer. I can only read the energy. So let's get some clarity, please, for Gemini. We've got nope, that's too many. The Tower and the Four of Wands reversed. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry here that some kind of disharmony in the home has caused an upheaval. And we got the Queen of Cups. Now, she came out sideways. I'm going to put her sideways because let's go to the next one. Can we please get the Wheel of Fortune on the King of Cups? I heard coming in next. How am I hearing it? Oh, something about The Price is Right because they had that big Wheel of Fortune, right? Or, yeah. No, actually, I'm thinking of The Price is Right because you had to spin that wheel, even though there was the game, The Wheel of Fortune. I see the wheel on The Price is Right. You got to spin it. And now spinning the wheel, we got the King of Cups and we've got the Seven of Wands came out sideways. This tells me that the wheel is still bringing this, okay? Everything is still in motion. We got the Queen of Cups here. She's the counterpart to the King. Compassionate, warm, and open, right? And then we've got the Seven of... Oh, maybe this is maybe this is where... I'm sorry. The Queen of Cups is possibly the other person in this Four of Wands situation that's ending. Okay, 1 second. I paused at, what is it, 1840 something? Yeah. So what I'm getting is, I mean, without drawing it out too extensively, a Tower and the Four of Wands reversed with a Queen of Cups. So this may be ending a relationship with Pisces, or the Pisces ended it, okay? Like I said, I can't tell you which one you are. I can only read the energy. And the energy is saying that there is a Pisces feminine, involved in this ending of a Four of Wands. Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, and now the King of Cups, the counterpart here, is in the defense. Seven of Wands is somebody who has taken the high ground and is defending their position. Now remember, this comes after the Six of Wands, which is victory. The card after that, is defending your victory. So there was something here where maybe you're being protective of what the wheel is bringing. Maybe the King of Cups here is being defensive. I heard offensively defensive, but not offensive like as in you're offended by something, but he's on the offense. He's taking a active position to defend himself or the progress that he's made or wants to make or has been making. So this king is defending himself against this Queen of Cups. I actually may go a little bit deeper into this. Because I want to know what happened between these two. So what deck should I use? I'll just keep using the Rider-Waite. Let's get a couple for in between here, please. Two, please. Okay, the Hierophant, that's Taurus energy, tradition and instruction. So this could have been a marriage. This is tradition and, how structure, how things are supposed to be. So something about that tower's structure was destroyed. One more, please. Just one. To go with the Hierophant. Show me what's in between these two. Seven of Cups. There was other options. Yikers. Okay, now we've got Taurus in the mix. I hope that music's not too loud. There, I turned it down. All right. Excuse me. So we've got Pisces and now Taurus. Yeah, there was dreams here. Dream big, but choose wisely. Somebody had to choose a different... not had to. Maybe just... No, he had to. They're telling me he had to. He had to choose different because something with this Queen of Cups was destroyed. So he was free from the obligation. Somebody was freed from the obligation and then realized they had more options. I remember talking about this card yesterday. It didn't come out, but I was talking about the energy of the Seven of Cups and how one of them in the cup was a veiled person. It's someone in their future that they don't know yet. They haven't seen yet. They don't see their face. They just know that excuse me. They just know that a connection that is healthier is possible in the future, and they want to maintain that as one of their choices. Okay, now I say they, it could be you, it could be somebody you're dealing with. Like I said, I can't tell you where you all individually are. Put yourself where you resonate. This is really interesting now. Let me listen real quickly, please. I heard it wasn't going to work anyway. But I want to know why, because you've got the Queen and the King, and they should be a matched pair. I heard even if they're supposed to be, quote unquote, a matched pair, there were I don't know how to say this. I'm going to say values and morals and values, but it's like guidelines on how you conduct yourself, okay? I heard even though they were quote unquote a matched pair, there was different different it's hard to describe what they're showing me, so let me just listen for a minute. I apologize. That's why I keep the music loud, so in case I have to go silent, you guys aren't just sitting in silence. I just heard somebody was disillusioned with the structure, because Hierophant energy, Taurus energy can be, see, um, Taurus is very concerned with dogma, law. It's like it has to be this way because it's always been this way. And that can be very stifling to people, especially if they are emotional and intuitive, like the King and Queen of Cups. There was some kind of a structure put on these two that was too confining. And everybody just expected them to go along with it because that's just how it's supposed to be done. Okay, so maybe somebody, one of these, I'm getting that it's the queen. Maybe she had some earth in her chart, which made her believe that once we have a Four of Wands connection, there are certain ways that we are going to conduct this relationship. And if it doesn't go that way, then it's you're gonna wreck everything. And the king was like, I just want to see where this goes. I'm happy for the moment. I'm happy with you. I'm happy with what we have, but I don't want to be committed just yet. Now, remember, with that Four of Wands in reverse, it's a fear of commitment. And maybe even the queen was in that energy. Maybe she was the one who called the tower on this, you know? Like I said, I can't pinpoint who is who. I can only read the energies here. So I'm going to go with that one. Because she's over here on the tower. The king is over here riding the wheel, trying to just white knuckle it through this process, and he's in the defense position. But she's here, and I feel like the queen, or the feminine side, the feminine. Now, Pisces is a feminine energy. So even the masculine Pisces, even the kings of cups, there's still feminine energy. Okay? Okay. So, with this falling under here, the way I said it, there was an ending to the commitment. Hierophant is definitely a spiritual commitment, okay? Oh, I heard when this ended, all these cups ended too. Hold on, please. I can't play like music from known artists or they'll flag my videos. Okay. Oh, I heard I had such big dreams for this. But that commitment and those dreams are here under the death card. So that all ended when the queen just, I heard she's the one who brought it down. I'm sorry, I don't know what brought this on. Maybe we'll get clarity in the oracle cards, but yeah, a Queen of Cups ended, put an end to, brought a tower to this Four of Wands, and now her counterpart is just white knuckling it on the Wheel of Fortune, trying to defend his position. But it's over. It is. And like I said, for the masculine here on the wheel, you have to understand that the queen has made her decision and that's final. But now, like, remember what I said in the beginning, how the tower is liberation as much as it might hurt? It is freedom. And here under the death card, that's what is coming next. It's freedom from the Hierophant energy, which is that connection um it's like a contract. It's Taurus energy. They're very earth energy. So there was a break of a spiritual contract connection and the options that came with it. But it's bringing new options because now it's after the death card, so there's uh new options in these cups. I paused at 3034, just for anyone looking for number syncs. So let's summarize this and then we can get the angel oracle message. Um, so the death splits the difference. You had the tower on one side, the wheel of fortune, you had the four of wands in reverse, and a king of cups. When I clarified, we got the queen of cups and the seven of wands. So on the one side of death is a tower with a four of wands in reverse. So this is discord, disharmony in the home. This is being uprooted, kind of being in a wandering like energy. Of course, when there's a breakup and there's a separation in the home, somebody is displaced, right? So this person feels a little bit displaced and uprooted, but it also could be the tower hit this four of wands because there was a fear of commitment. On top of that, we got the queen of cups. So this could be a Pisces that either is involved in the four of wands dynamic or she's the one who brought the tower down. Okay, here on the wheel of fortune we have a king of cups, the counterpart, and a seven of wands here. So we've got the king here white knuckling it on the wheel of fortune. He may be the one that's been displaced because I feel like the queen of cups is the one that brought the hammer down. So somebody got uprooted and somebody is vagabonding, quote unquote. That's Sagittarius energy to me, the vagabonding, because Sagittarius is the wanderer. Now there could have been some wandering in the relationship. Okay, Sagittarius I describe as wandering hands, wandering feet, wandering mind, wandering heart, wandering lips, wandering every mouth, anything. They crave new experiences. So perhaps somebody stepped out on this four of wands and that's why it's in the reverse. There was a fear of commitment here, possibly because the four of wands is a commitment, but it's like, oh, I get the feeling that this could have been like right before a marriage because we do have the Hierophant. I'll get to that. So this could have been a spiritual or legal connection or contract. Now we've got the four of wands in the reverse. Somebody could have stepped out. With that Sagittarius energy, there could have been some cheating going on, but it could have been by the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Cups called put a stop to the relationship. Okay, then here we've got the King of Cups. He's in the upright, so he's in his upright energy. He's not in reverse. So I believe that he's doing okay. It's just that he's in the defense position with this seven of wands. He does have the high ground. Now the seven of wands comes after the six of wands, which is a victory. So there was some sort of victory in the past, but now he's defending his position. When I hear defending your position, sometimes I hear that somebody is just trying to throw out excuses or reasons or something that they're defending themselves, from these six wands here. Now, when I asked for clarifiers, because I really wanted to get what happened here, I got the Hierophant and the Seven of Cups. So we've got two sevens here. That's 14. That comes down to a 5, and 5 is conflict. Okay? So somebody may have been conflicted in this commitment. Now here we've got the fear of commitment, and here we've got the Hierophant who is in charge of commitment, and then we've got the Seven of Cups, which is dreaming of other options. And one of those options, if you look in the card, is a person in the cup with a veil over their face, meaning this is an option for another connection that he doesn't know yet. It's an option of a person, but they're shrouded. Okay, that's what I got. So I drew the ancestor card. We've got the druid. This is hold the space. Interesting. Hold the space. Let's read the druid card. Hold the space. Well, let me turn the light on real quick. There we go. That'll help me read. Here we go. It says hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you are supposed to be. When the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. That's that Seven of Wands, holding your ground. Save the space, stand your ground. Hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding, I mean, come on, Wheel of Fortune, you're white knuckling it here in your life. It's time to shift your perception and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. I don't know how to read that. I don't know if it's telling you hang on to this Four of Wands that's in the reverse. I don't know if they're telling you to hang on through the tower, through the storm, that it's going to be okay. I don't know if it's telling you to hold your ground, because I don't feel that this Queen of Cups is going to come around, especially if we're thinking about all the different circumstances that could have happened to bring this tower down in the first place. But it's perhaps this is more for the king. I mean, maybe it's for both of them. I'm going to say it's for both of them. Queen of Cups, if I'm speaking to you, hold your ground, okay? You made this decision to bring the tower down. There was deception here, I feel. There was possibly stepping out, or maybe you just had a change of heart. But you are confident in your emotions and your feelings. I feel like the queen here is not as broken up about it as the king may be. But she is definitely still hurt. If this is the king I'm talking to, don't make any sudden moves, which means don't go drunk dialing her. What did I talk about in the beginning, Gemini? I was talking about, there's miscommunication, or, the miscommunication comes from that Grand Trine in air, where there was clear truth that somebody wasn't receiving. Okay, so here you are standing your ground but you're defending yourself. Okay, you do have the high ground though, which means you also could possibly have the moral high ground here. I can't read this. It is a victory. No, defending your victory. Okay. So you do have the moral high ground here, King. So stand your ground. Don't make any sudden moves. Don't drunk text her. Don't run back. Don't Don't go pounding on her door. Don't expect her to come around very easily. If this does come back around, it'll be on her own time. But I'm being told to tell you not to wait for that. You're on the wheel. Things are turning in motion. Things are going to turn in your favor. Right now, you're, I think, at the bottom of the wheel. But fate has changed your circumstances for a reason. I have to emphasize that with the Wheel of Fortune. Fate has changed your circumstances for a reason. Hold your space, okay? Now we're going to go to my Oracle deck here to get a few last minute advices. I hope this is resonating. I hope the messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you're vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, share my videos. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. In the description, you'll find my email and donation links. I'm open for personal readings and birth chart inquiries. And for any small donation, I'd love to give you a 3-card spread as a thank you. Email, Venmo, and Cash App in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback, signal boost, or donation. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. That one wanted to come out. Let's see. Get a Divine Path, 777. Some feminine is becoming empowered. I'm going to pull that though, because I don't want that. There we go. Lack. The empty chest. Loss, scarcity. Slow increase. That could be the wheel. Turning slow. Any more? There we go. I'll take those two. Is that it? Let's see what we got so far. All right, we've got the key. Once closed doors may now be open. Okay, I feel like that goes along with this 7 of Cups. The choices that you didn't have while still in this relationship are now possible. But, I mean, there's going to be a lot of recovery and healing from this. We've got growth. We've got, illumination, Archangel Uriel. There's the empty chest here, lack, absence, scarcity. I believe that you're going to come to the realization that that 4 of Wands, the 4 of Wands situation was probably, those cups were probably empty. Then we've got crystal ball, intuition, and clear seeing. You're going to get some intuition about, and that goes over here with illumination, and I will read that card again. And you have 999, so you got 777, divine path. You right where you should be, and you are serving your divine purpose. And 999, a completion coming. That's that Wheel of Fortune energy. Aspects of a situation are coming to an end. Preserve and purge. That means preserve what you can and let go of what you must. Let death take what is his. Okay, that's what I have, Gemini. I hope that made sense. Sometimes these readings, especially in your energy, even though I'm a Libra and I am heavy air energy, Gemini energy is a little bit rambunctious for me, so I'm not used to it. But I hope that made sense. I hope you got some good messages. I'm going to be back tomorrow with Cancer, I believe. Cancer, death splits the difference, and I might come with a collective because it's been like 4 or 5 days since I've done a collective. So look forward for 2 tomorrow if I can get them out. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you got good messages. Until I see you again in the next couple days. Okay, thanks. Bye.